Sagantosu get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're very much on the way now. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal? Oh, terrible mistake. Chance, surely! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And it's Azar. Now that looks a decent ball. Dani Olmo. That's rather hopeful. Brilliant from Dani Olmo! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And the tries from distance. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Spain with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi. Azar. Silvestre. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Gerrard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Messi. He's had it taken off him. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. He's shifting through the gears here. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pass is just off target. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
It's Neymar!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
And it's Azar. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, just Messi! Glorious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Yeah, and I think it always looks a bit more dramatic when the frame of the goal plays its part.
Sagantosu with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Oh, shooting chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. And the shot! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Threads one in, and the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Beckenbauer, pressing high and with purpose. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, that's fabulous. Shoots! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Spain dragged themselves back again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, they've got it again. De Bruyne. And here's Shevchenko. Gerrard. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Clique família.
Closing it. There's the shot.
Obrigado por apoiar o canal.
Spain. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
After 35 minutes is number 8, Andrei Shevchenko.
Spain leading now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, no, no circumventing this opponent. Now it's De Bruyne.
Boa tarde, meu amigo Gozar. Clique na conta. Obrigado por apoiar o canal. Boa tarde. Tamo junto.
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I really like the look of Marino here, Peter, because he's such an effective shield in front of the defence, and his main role will be to quash any threats from midfield. He'll then be looking to quickly get his team on the front foot, picking out...
Oh, what a mistake! Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Kaka. And Neymar. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. He's got away. Shot a goal! Messi! From another planet!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Sagan Tosu finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Roberto Carlos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Could move up a gear here, and he skips past his man. Ronaldinho. Real chance here. Chance, surely! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Ronaldinho, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Dani Olmo tries to play it through. Desai calmly anticipates. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Sagan Tosu clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
It's Neymar! Neymar! This boy is showbiz! About as smooth as it gets. They are purring, truly purring. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And that's really well manoeuvred.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's found a way through. Ronaldinho.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Tries to pass it through. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he is going into that little black book. Roberto Carlos making good progress. Oh, what a ball! Pelé finds himself offside. Played through into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Can he finish? Messi. Pelé, he might be in here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That has been cut short. Now it's Hazard. He's shifting through the gears here. No way through there. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that's gone loose. Tchouaméni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Messi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Messi makes a move down the right. Rijkaard was in no mood for any of that. Pass somewhat off target. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Maldini cuts it out. Messi into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Hazard. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And he's going to have his name taken. Baresi. Out towards the flank. Thuram.
That's good play from him.
And it's Kaka. Nice bit of trickery. He's picked his way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Dani Olmo. Messi. Flumer. And the referee says that is that for the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Substituição em andamento.
And we get things going again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Neymar. Merino. Messi. Oh, good take and a good... Great chance! Lovely pass, but can he get there? Flamengo are looking to break at pace. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's managed to get free. That's a lovely, neat pass. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And it's Messi. Good running, strong and purposeful. Not the most accurate pass. Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's quick to return it. And this is Neymar. And the finish! Quality ball. Pele can so cleverly bypass the press. Aimed beyond the defence. He is through here. Sagantosu perhaps contemplating their next change here. And this is Messi. And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Messi. Neymar. Now it's Dani Olmo. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Vieira played into space. Oh, no joy this time. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, well played. Totti. Rijkaard. And here's Messi. Great vision. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Dani Olmo. Neymar. Looking for the run. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's in a good position here. And he's quick to get rid. And that's been won straight back. Great ball, and he's in here. Tries to get it clear. And here's Neymar. Neymar! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. You knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. That is ended up in no man's land. Messi. Now it's Park Ji-sung. Sagantosu will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this. Oh, what has happened here? Shapes to shoot! And how did he not put that away? And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance. He's having a shot!
What a cracking save from the keeper.
Oh no, what has happened here? Played in by... There's the shot! It's in! Just one goal in it now! Game on! And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Takes a shot!
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Neymar, who can single-handedly make a difference. Looking for options for movement. Messi.
Might want to be careful there.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And he's there to make the challenge. Well, that is one way to stop him. Neymar. Well, that has not gone well.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And that is that. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. Oh, it rattles the bar! And it's been given away. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Messi. Here's Vieira. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Yamal. And it's Azar. Pass somewhat off target. Rijkaard. Nice bit of trickery. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here. They've got to make this nice and quick.
This is a promising build-up, and he's intervened well there. Azar. Neymar. Now it's Messi. Neymar. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And there's his chance to lead the counter. But that has not gone well. Tchouaméni. And he's forced to go back. Maldini. Marquez. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things... Neymar! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Messi, can he get on the end of this? He won't be happy with that one. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
No way through. Rijkaard. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Takes a shot! Neymar. Now it's Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Iniesta. So it is still 0-0. Iniesta has got himself a free kick.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
That is some save from Khan! And he's managed to gift it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's got the beating of his man. Oh, cracking ball. Dani Olmo. David Villa. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. And he's let fly into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
He's had a shot! This looks promising. And the finish! Rijkaard. And it's Tchouaméni. Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He has found the way through. And a header! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. No, he didn't quite meet it right. That has ended up in no man's land. Passing is crisp and sharp. Dani Olmo gets into a good position. Now the ball's gone astray. Well, that pass isn't the best. This is a promising build-up. And it's Olmo. Oh, what has happened here? Thinks about the shot. Azar.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Dani Olmo. Works it forward, and here's Neymar. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And it's Olmo. Here's a chance! Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. David Villa receives it in a good position here. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Passes coming off in quick succession. He's having a pop! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. France have it back and can go again. Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's found a way past.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Silvestre. And that is the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reached the halfway point.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's been played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this, and I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals, and
SLV.
but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And hostilities have
Bora,
resumed at the
Xixu.
start of the second half.
Deixe seu like pra ajudar, tamo junto.
Broken through. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Yamal. He's had it taken off him.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Iniesta. Judge, surely! He's delivered all right!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Se inscreve aí, amigo, pra ajudar o canal.
So the first
Tamo
goal
junto.
of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Neymar. Chouameni. Threads one in. Oh, that's clever. Chance for a shot! Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Neymar being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Now it's Yamal. And it's Marino. Time and again they are repelled. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Iniesta, good driving run. And a chance! And he hits the net. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Desailly gets across to intercept that. Tries to play it through. Neymar. Looking for options for movement. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Messi. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Dani Olmo. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Dani Olmo. Number 4, Mikel Merino. Coming on the field, number 15, Francesco Totti. Number 6, Rui Costa.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Messi. Tchouameni. Now it's Messi. Distributed tidily. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Totti. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's Rijkaard. And he's there to make the challenge. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's in! Must be! They're urging him to shoot. It is a corner.
Substitution on the field. Number
France
21,
with their first corner.
Neymar.
The first in the game for either side,
Coming
actually.
on the field is number
Messi
24,
plays it short.
Gerrard.
Now it's Messi. Beckenbauer does really well to win the ball there. Sagan-Tosu are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do. It's Rui Costa!
Sagan-Tosu really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Oh, that... And he shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. How smart was that? Such a delicate finish.
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. A case now of complete control. And he's intervened well there. Desailly. Neymar. Oh, some astute defending there. And this is Messi. Now, can they get him away?
Sagan-Tosu are stuck in central station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they care to look.
4 added minutes.
And he's
have
lost
been indicated.
Totti! That's the throw. Time added on 4 minutes. And this is Messi. Shot a goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Chouameni. That's the end. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Now here is a true legend of the game. In fact, some still say, Jim, that he's the greatest number one there's ever been.
The mighty Gianluigi Buffon. Yeah, he might get my vote too, Peter. When you consider his consistency at the highest level, okay, he may not be as skillful with the ball at his feet as some of the younger contenders, but you certainly wouldn't want him lining up for the opposition. What a goalkeeper.
Now it's Messi. Great vision. Oh, no joy this time. De Paul. Merino. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Thuram. David Villa chasing after it. Well played right into his path. Beckenbauer. De Paul. Dani Olmo. And it's Neymar. And Sylvestre. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Merino! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Now it's Neymar. Marquez defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Neymar. Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He has found the way through. He's got away. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now it's Merino. And he's managed to get free. And he cuts out the supply. Azar. Dani Olmo. Still goalless at the moment. Sylvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about. De Paul is onto this. Out of play for a throw. And it's Maldini. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He can run onto that, and he's definitely onside. Threads one in, and a shot! Ambitious, but just off target.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip. France have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Thuram. Vieira. Now it's Villa. Iniesta. It's Iniesta! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Vieira! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Neymar. Looking to play him in. He's found the way through. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome.
Messi! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Sylvestre.
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get it through? And that pass just didn't quite work. Beckenbauer. 5 minutes till the break. Now it's Messi. Now it's De Paul. The ball was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar. Merino. Mikel Merino stood his ground strongly. Azar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. He's shifting through the gears here. He's going for goal! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
Volunteers for each block.
Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. We're on the move again. So the first half brought no goals. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Not the most accurate pass. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for a runner. Now it's Merino. Opts to... He's had a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. France are looking to go forward now. He won't be happy with that one. Dani Olmo. And this is Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And this is Messi. Well, that looks a decent ball. Dani Olmo. And the finish! Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And this is Neymar. He is through here.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
Messi currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And the pass is intercepted. David Villa. Oh, can he finish? And that's a sharp finish. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
After 60 minutes is number 18, David Villa.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That's a shade optimistic. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Now, can they get him away? Goes for a shot! It's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? Dani Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Merino.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Dani Olmo. Ambitious ball here. It's played through for him.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
That pass has been well intercepted. And he welcomes it in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Neymar. Looking for options for movement. He's picked his way through. Dani Olmo. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
France clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Messi. And that's a good ball.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
And he's intervened well there. Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And it's Marino. Passing is crisp and sharp. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. France do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Villa. And he's got away from it. Shot could be on.
France nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Dani Olmo. Number 4, Mikel Merino. Number 21.
We are into overtime.
Coming on the field, number
Marquez
15,
with the foul.
Francesco Totti. Number 6,
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Thuram. Hangs one in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
with a quick request for support.